Julius Robert Oppenheimer is best known as the physicist who helped to build the first atomic bomb. But rocks were his first love, and he was also something of a poet. He directed the laboratory that built and successfully tested the first atomic bomb. Then, once it became possible for mankind to build an even more dangerous weapon, he became an outspoken critic of the nuclear arms race and was put on trial by the very government he once served. Here are 10 essential facts about Julius Robert Oppenheimer, the enigmatic physicist at the center of Christopher Nolan's newest film. 1. At the age of 12, Oppenheimer gave a lecture on geology and had a strong interest in rocks and minerals. He used to collect rock samples in Central Park and the Hudson River Palisades as a boy. 1 of his correspondents, not aware of his youth, nominated him for membership in the New York Mineralogical Club, and he was invited to deliver a lecture before the club. 2. He studied cosmic rays and co-wrote scientific papers on the subject. Oppenheimer, together with his student Frank Carlson, explored the physics of cosmic rays, a relatively new phenomenon that had been discovered less than 20 years earlier. 3. Oppenheimer sponsored his family members' escape from Nazi Germany. 3. As a non-observant German Jewish family, they fled to the United States in 1937 after Hitler rose to power. 3. Oppenheimer used his own money to sponsor his Aunt Hedwig and her son Alfred, as well as Alfred's family, providing them with refuge. 4. He directed the Manhattan Project and earned the nickname, "Father of the Atomic Bomb." At just 38 years old, Oppenheimer was chosen by General Leslie R. Groves to lead the Los Alamos National Laboratory. 4. Despite initial doubts about his suitability for the job, Oppenheimer skillfully managed the Manhattan Project, which aimed to develop the first nuclear weapons, ultimately leading to the successful testing of the atomic bomb. 5. Oppenheimer had a passion for poetry and creative writing. 5. Although he considered his poetic works unsuitable for public perusal, he privately wrote verses and creative pieces. 5. One of his poems, Crossing, was published in the Harvard literary magazine, Hound and Horn. 6. He quoted the Bhagavad Gita after witnessing the first nuclear bomb test. 6. On July 16, 1945, during the Trinity nuclear test, Oppenheimer couldn't help but recall a line from the sacred Hindu text, the Bhagavad Gita. 6. He quoted the verse, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," reflecting on the immense power and consequences of the atomic bomb. 7. He opposed the development of the hydrogen bomb. 7. After World War II, as the Soviet Union successfully tested its own nuclear bomb, the US decided to develop an even more destructive weapon, the hydrogen bomb. 7. Oppenheimer, as part of the General Advisory Committee to the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, led discussions about the ethical and feasibility concerns surrounding the H-bomb. He strongly argued against its development, viewing it as unnecessary and genocidal. 8. His security clearance was revoked due to suspicions of communist associations. 8. In the 1950s, amid fears of stolen nuclear secrets by the Soviets, Oppenheimer's connections to communist sympathizers and his opposition to the H-bomb led to his security clearance being revoked. 8. He faced a hearing where he defended himself against allegations of disloyalty. 9. Although nominated 3 times, Oppenheimer never won the Nobel Prize in Physics. 9. Despite his significant contributions to atomic energy and the development of the atomic bomb, he was never awarded the Nobel Prize. 9. However, in 1963, He received the prestigious Enrico Fermi Award for his exceptional contributions to atomic energy. 10. Oppenheimer's security clearance was posthumously restored in 2022, more than 50 years after his death. 10. Decades after his death in 1967, public opinion shifted in favor of Oppenheimer, and efforts to clear his name finally paid off in 2022. 10. The U.S. Department of Energy formally reversed the 1954 ruling that had stripped him of his security clearance, acknowledging the bias and unfairness of the previous process. Before his death in Princeton, New Jersey, on February 18, 1967, public opinion had definitely shifted back in Oppenheimer's favor. Scientists and activists spent decades pushing the government to clear his name, and their efforts finally paid off, albeit not until 2022. On December 16 of that year, the U.S. Department of Energy formally reversed the 1954 ruling that had stripped Oppenheimer of his security clearance.